Kanye West has deleted all of his Instagram posts regarding Kim Kardashian and their kids. Over the last couple days, Kanye has been accusing his estranged wife of kidnapping their daughter, putting North on TikTok against his will, and so much more. Perhaps the wildest part of all of this feud, though, was when Kanye exposed that Kim believed he put out a hit on her. This came after a video on social media showed Kanye spending time with 3 out of his 4 kids without someone watching over him. The rapper had taken Saint to Chicago and saw him to his and Jason Lee's event called The Future Brunch. Although just because Kanye deleted his Instagram post about the situation, don't think for a second that he won't do it again. His online attacks were happening in such quick succession that Kim was sort of forced to respond publicly so that people knew where she stood. Because without her speaking up, we would just be taking Kanye's word on what was happening behind the scenes. For example, him telling the world that they weren't giving him the address to Chicago's party, despite already making plans to see Chicago at 4 p.m. Finally addressing the situation regarding North's TikTok page, Kim said in an Instagram post, "Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision, because it brings her happiness. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. From the beginning, I have wanted nothing but a healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship because it is what is best for our children, and it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately, and hopefully he can finally respond to the 3rd attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably." However, all this statement did was anger Kanye further as he hit back on Instagram and criticized her for claiming to be the main provider. Plus, he accused her of forcing him to undergo testing. Kanye responded to Kim's post and said, "What do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on her birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside of the house to play with my son, then accused me of stealing. I had to take a drug test after Chicago's party because you accused me of being on drugs. Tracy Romulus, stop manipulating Kim to be this way." And if you're like me and didn't know who Tracy Romulus is, she is the Chief Marketing Officer of KKW Brands and the founder of Industry Public Relations. So I'm guessing that Kanye believes that Tracy is somehow in Kim's ear and telling her that she needs to be against him. Someone who is openly against what Kanye is doing, though, is Azalea Banks. I'd share the whole Instagram story that she posted talking about the situation, but it would probably get us pulled from YouTube. Responding to a series of tweets defending Kanye, Banks went off and said, "Y'all are making way too many excuses for Kanye. Stop trying to help him and start trying to help the poor child that he keeps on trying to embarrass and gain publicity to garner sympathy." She also noted that this was the 2nd time that Kanye had actually publicly bullied North West. First was when he was running for president and he brought up the conversation of Kim terminating her pregnancy, and then with these screenshots of his daughter on TikTok being posted to his Instagram page. I mean, I would be pretty embarrassed if at that age my parents were just posting screenshots of whatever I was doing online to their own personal pages and then just going on a rant about it. That'd be pretty embarrassing. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this though, and while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titles. Billie Eilish stops concert mid-show because of this. Tanya G says, "That's how you host a show. Even if she wasn't trying to roast Scott there, she was on top of her concert game, like so many other concert hosts have done. This absolutely should continue to go viral. I have heard possibly 2 songs by Billie, not one who I listen to regularly, but high props and respect to her." Yeah, even if you're not a fan of Billie Eilish, you gotta give her respect for stopping a show like that. Very important and great to see. Heidi V says, "I was at her Charlotte concert last night and she was making sure people had water and asked them to step back and relax. She's an amazing person." Again, definitely the way that you're supposed to handle the show as if you're a big artist like Billie Eilish is. Stace Rocks Red says, "Johnny's my favorite host. I love seeing him laugh at stuff and showing a bit of his personality." Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that compliment. If you want to see more of my personality, go check out my podcast, The Johnny Rogers Show. Tanuki Train says, "I'm not a Billie Eilish fan, but good thing she's taking care of her fans." Yes, very good thing to see that someone is taking care of their fans at least. That's not a shot at Travis. Random Realistic Tone says, "She wasn't shading Travis, she has been doing this before Travis Scott." Again, I'm not too sure why so many people decided to run with that angle. I think it was more so because they wanted to include his name in the article, but that's the way the news is now. But that's all the time we have for today though, so stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.